Okay, hi guys, my name is JV Galan, and today we'll be extracting DNA. So first off, we need some materials. We need our dishwashing liquid, we need some distilled water, we also need salt, and we also need some measuring spoons. You'll see why later. And most importantly, we need our tomatoes and our knife because that's where we'll be getting our DNA from. We'll also need a strainer for later. Okay. So the first step is to add distilled water into the glass, about 1/3 of the glass. Okay, so checking, see if it's 1/3, maybe a bit more, but it will do. Okay, so after adding water, you're going to add in 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Yeah, as you can see, yes, just 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And then we're going to add in 1 tablespoon of detergent. Ayan, so yeah, I just added the detergent in, and as you can see, tinatabunan po ng dishwashing liquid ang ating mixture. And now I'll be mixing na hindi nyo nakikita, and yun, ayan, kita na. Okay, so makikita na po natin na minimix ko thoroughly yung mixture. So it's very important that you do this. We're going to have to check if all the salt, if not all, then most is dissolved. Ayan, I'm going to check and give it a few more stirrs for safety. Ayan, continue stirring. And yes, now we're done. And now we're going to set it aside, and at this point we're going to be slicing our tomatoes. Now, always be careful when using knives. Always use the knuckle technique because if we're not very careful in doing that, we're going to chop off our fingertips, and we don't want that. So I prefer slicing my tomatoes in smaller bits, in pieces, so as to make it easier for me to mash these pieces later, as you can see. As you will see, rather. Ayan, so yes, I'm still slicing. Making sure that everything is uniform, somehow a little bit equal to everything. Now we take our Ziploc bag and wait. Yeah, I still haven't worn my gloves yet, so we're going to have to wear our gloves. Yes. So after that, we're going to take the Ziploc bag again, and we're going to place all of these tomato bits and pieces inside the Ziploc bag completely. Make sure not to leave any piece behind. Yeah, has to be complete. And after we put all those tomato bits and pieces inside, we're going to add the mixture that we made earlier. Yeah. So yeah, I just poured everything in, as you can see. And at this point, I'm going to start mashing the mixture. So medyo madugo yung process, but that's okay, I guess. And I'll let you guys enjoy the music.
너로 되면 좋을까 이런 맘은 또 처음이라 Up and down이 좀 심해 조절이 자꾸 다른데 하나와 싫은 건 I don't play the game 우리 진짜 별나래 그냥 내가 너무 좋아해 넌 그걸 너무 잘 알고 날 착각해 나도 마찬가지인걸 우린 참 별나고 이상한 사이야 서로를 부서지게 그리고 또 껴나 그리고 또 껴안아 You got me feeling like a psycho 우리 보고 말을 자꾸 다시 안 볼 듯 싸우다가도 붙어다니니 말야 이해가 안 간대 웃기지도 않대 맞아 psycho 원래 이랬어 yeah 두렵지는 않아 It's hot let me just hop
Okay, so after I've mashed this tomato salt detergent mixture thoroughly, I'm going to have to filter it through the strainer. So first I gathered the mixture at the bottom of the bag and I poured it on the strainer so as to filter the liquid part from the solid part.
마치 다가간처럼 그리고 겹겨안아 You got me feeling like a psycho psycho 우리 보고 말해 자꾸 자꾸 다시 안볼 듯 싸우다가도 붙어다니니 말야 이해가 안 간대 웃기지도 않대 맞아 psycho psycho 서로 자주 바보 바보 너 없이 너지않고 슬퍼져 기운도 많았어요 둘이 잘 만났대 Hey girl be okay Don't look back 그렇게 우리답게 가보자 내 온몸으로 널 느끼고 있어 Everything will be okay You got me feeling like a psycho psycho
So now that I've finished filtering the solution, we're going to have to transfer it to another glass in order to finally extract our DNA. So we're going to fill at least 1/3, I think, of the glass.
It's alright It's alright Okay yeah Okay it's alright It's alright 우리 좀 이상해 Psycho
Okay, so now that I've finished putting the solution in the glass, it's time to get our chilled alcohol straight from the refrigerator. So what we want to do is we're going to pour the alcohol in slowly and carefully so that we could form a second layer between the solution and the alcohol in order to provide a region in which the DNA can condense. So after letting the mixture settle, we are going to see white stuff starting to clump, and this is actually the DNA. So what's the principle behind this? Well, when we added the salt and the detergent to the mashed tomato bits and pieces, the detergent has actually caused the cells present to lyse, or in other words, it made the cells burst, thus releasing the DNA that's contained inside the cell. The salt, on the other hand, makes an environment in which the DNA is able to clump together, and this separates it from the other protein debris present. Lastly, the addition of alcohol has allowed the DNA to precipitate out of the liquid that we formed earlier. That's all for me. Thank you very much. Once again, this is Jade Galan, and I hope you've learned something from this video. Peace out.